Right then, Chelsea fans, let me tell you something that's been brewing behind the scenes at Stamford Bridge this week. We've got ourselves a proper situation developing with one of our most promising young talents, and it's exactly the sort of story that shows just how highly rated our academy products are becoming across Europe. You know how it is with Chelsea these days. Every window brings fresh interest in our players, but this latest development has caught quite a few people by surprise. Now, before we dive into the nitty-gritty of what's been happening, I've got to say something to all you Blues watching this. If you're not already subscribed to this channel, what are you waiting for? We're bringing you the inside track on everything Chelsea, from Cobham training ground whispers to boardroom decisions that affect our club. Hit that subscribe button and make sure you're getting all the latest news as it breaks. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next in this transfer window. So here's what's been going on. Our Brazilian midfielder, the lad who made such an impression at Strasbourg last season, has found himself at the center of some serious attention from Serie A giants Inter Milan. Now, this isn't just any old inquiry we're talking about. This is a proper approach from a club that knows quality when they see it. The young Brazilian, who cost us around $13 million back in January 2023 from Vasco da Gama, has been turning heads ever since he stepped foot in European football. What makes this story particularly interesting is the timing. Todd Boehly himself has been vocal about his excitement to see this player in action for Chelsea, and all the reports suggest he's being lined up for a key role in our squad next season. The lad was part of our Club World Cup campaign, featuring in 4 out of 7 matches, including that final where we beat PSG 3-0, which tells you everything you need to know about how highly Enzo Maresca rates him. But here's where it gets really interesting for us Chelsea supporters. Despite all the speculation throughout the summer about whether he'd be staying or going, the club have been absolutely adamant he's not for sale. That's the kind of stance we like to see from the hierarchy, isn't it? Protecting our assets and making sure we're not letting quality slip through our fingers under Maresca's watch. According to the reports coming out of Italy, Inter's sporting director Piero Ausilio is a massive admirer of our Brazilian star. The inquiry apparently came up during a meeting with super agent Giuliano Bertolucci this week. But here's the kicker. Chelsea's asking price has reportedly been set so high that it's basically our way of saying thanks, but no thanks, without actually slamming the door completely shut. Now, let's be realistic about the situation. Our midfield is absolutely stacked at the moment under Maresca's system. We've got Moises Caicedo looking like the complete package, Enzo Fernandez bringing that World Cup winning class, and Romeo Lavia showing glimpses of his potential when he's fit. Add to that the recent arrival of Dario Asugo as cover for Caicedo, and you can see why some might think there's no room for another midfielder. But that's where they'd be wrong. The Brazilian brings something different to the table. He's got an eye for goal that we saw plenty of during his loan spell, where he bagged 10 goals in Liga 1. That's not just impressive for a midfielder, that's the kind of output that can change games. He can play that box-to-box role that Maresca's system demands, and with his age on his side, he represents exactly the sort of long-term thinking that this new Chelsea era is all about. The fact that Inter Milan are sniffing around should tell you everything about the quality we're dealing with here. This isn't some mid-table club having a punt. This is one of Europe's elite recognizing talent when they see it. But Chelsea setting those costs so high sends a clear message. We rate this lad. We see him as part of Maresca's future plans, and if you want him, you'll have to pay through the nose. For the player himself, it's a proper crossroads moment. He's competing with some serious talent for that midfield spot, particularly with Lavia when he's fully fit. But opportunities will come next season under Maresca's rotation policy, especially with the fixture congestion we'll face across multiple competitions, including our return to the Champions League. It's going to be up to him to grab those chances with both hands and show our Italian gaffer that he deserves to be climbing up that pecking order. The smart money says he'll be staying put at Stamford Bridge, and honestly, that's music to my ears. We've spent too many years watching promising youngsters slip away from the club only to fulfill their potential elsewhere. This feels different under Maresca's leadership. This feels like Chelsea learning from past mistakes and backing their own judgment on young talent while building for the future under our Conference League and Club World Cup winning manager. So there you have it, Blues. Inter Milan can inquire all they want, but it looks like our Brazilian gem will be staying in West London where he belongs, ready to make his mark under Enzo Maresca's exciting project.